Now we're just going to move on to our next part, which is our live chair yoga. Now, the chair yoga is going to be done by Teresa Flanagan. She is a yoga teacher from Cork. She originally grew up in Germany and she became interested in yoga during her secondary school education. Since then, she has always had her own practice. But it wasn't until she started to after she raised her own family in Ireland, that she decided to teach. So in 2017, she studied with the Vinyasa Flow Yoga from Dublin. I probably pronounced that wrong, where she learned how to modify the classic poses, which has given her a really good foundation. This eventually led her into teaching chair yoga in the next step at the Unitarian Church in Cork. Chair yoga is a gentle form of modified yoga that is suitable for all age groups and abilities. She loves teaching it, and her classes, they practice a variation of seated and standing sequences using a folding or office chair as our prop. There are many benefits to practicing yoga, and in chair yoga, we can benefit from them just the same. It provides a safe and supported way to improve muscle tone and circulation, as well as to help increase our flexibility and balance. But for many people, and this is the key aspect, it leaves you refreshed and it uplifts your spirit. You come away from a class feeling a little bit different from the inside out. So I'd just like to introduce Teresa, and I'm just going to make her a co-host so she can share her video, and I hope everybody can just sit and relax and enjoy. So if you'd like to be there, Teresa.
Okay.
Okay.
Right video. Okay.
Perfect. I leave you.
Hello. Now it says here, just see here. So I can't see myself for some reason. Not sure why. It's just being recorded. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a mini version of a chair yoga class, and I'm delighted to be here and to show you a little bit about what chair yoga is about. It's very gentle, and it's really healthy, like your whole body, and with the stretching, you get increased circulation and better flexibility, mobility, and helps your balance. But yes, inside you feel very different as well. It's just you're really connecting with yourself on a deeper level. By, incorporating the breathing and noticing where your breath is and how your body is feeling, you start to slow down a little bit and become aware of how you're actually feeling. Oftentimes we spend a lot of time up in the head and we forget about the rest of the body, and especially in modern lifestyle and the hecticness that we have. So let's just start. And if you have a chair, a good sturdy chair, that's usually the best way to do a chair yoga class. I'm sitting on I'll just show you briefly, just an ordinary folding chair. If you have a kitchen chair, but it doesn't really matter. Anywhere you are, you can do yoga. That's the beauty of it. So just sit back in your chair and plant your feet hip-width apart and look down at your feet for a moment and connect with them. And just feel the surface of the floor underneath you and the soles of your feet. So this is what they call the Tadasana pose. You're grounding yourself. And you're really noticing your whole body from your feet up. And we're bringing our body into alignment. So when we have our feet hip-width apart, knees hip-width apart, we're actually supporting our whole hip area and back area, which helps our digestion and our breathing. And energy as well, like we're energy too, we're not just the physical body, but there's a lot of energy that moves through your body. And we experience that often in terms of like when our heart is beating and when we feel warm or cold. Oftentimes increased energy will bring a lot of heat into the body. So we're going to try and bring a bit of heat into the body as well. So let's just, first of all, for the moment, just put your hands on your belly And relax your shoulders, relax your elbows, and relax your back. Just kind of snuggle into your chair a little bit. And just notice your breath and see if you can bring it down to where your lower belly is. And just having our hands there kind of helps to bring the focus down. And then just take a deep breath in and just allow your belly to expand. And then breathing out, allow your belly to soften. And breathing in again, allow your belly to expand and to open. Receiving air, receiving oxygen, and then breathing out, allow it to soften. And then you release as well when you breathe out. So one more time, breathing in, expanding. Notice how it goes up to your rib cage, up to your chest, and all the way up into your throat. And then breathing out and all the way back down again, nice and gently. So just place your hands on your lap again, and just notice if that kind of has grounded you a little bit. So that grounding is what we mean when we feel the soles of our feet on the floor, and we feel more in our body and less up in our head. So let's just bring our chin down towards our chest, and we just nod the chin down and breathe out. And then lift the chin up and look up and breathe in. So you can see that really fills the whole chest area as well. And you breathe out, we nod down. And you're releasing any tension in the back of the neck. Breathing in, your chin goes up again. Opening the front of the body. And then breathing out, nod your chin down. And that releases in the back of the neck and opens the back of the body. Now breathe in and bring your chin parallel to the floor again, upright position. So this time we're going to bring our right ear to our right shoulder. So we leave the shoulder where it is. And sometimes what I like to do, so rather than bring your shoulder up to your ear, I just drop my right hand down. And that way I'm not inclined to bring the shoulder up. So just not tilt your head and bring it towards your shoulder. And the shoulder stays down. So and then nod your chin down. And nod your chin up. And again, nod your chin down again. And nod your chin up. And you can feel that wonderful stretch into the neck and the shoulder on the left side. And down again. Bring your chin up. And then back into the central position. Release your hand back in your lap. And now we'll work on the other side. So this time we're going to drop our left hand down. Keep the shoulder down. And bring the ear down towards the shoulder. So again, we're going to nod the chin down, and we get a really wonderful stretch into the back of the neck and into the shoulder. And then we breathe in and up, moving up. Breathe out and down again. And you can feel those muscles in the neck and shoulder as they're moving and stretching. Breathing in and back up again. And then breathe out and down again. And then come back into your neutral position and release your left hand back in your lap. So you can notice how that kind of stretches all into the back area. We carry so much tension in that area. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our fingertips onto our shoulders because we want to release that area a little bit more. And oftentimes if we circle the elbows up, bring them out to the side and then bring them back down. So we're doing backward circles. So bring your elbows up, out to the side, and back down. And you can feel the whole shoulder girdle starts to move into the tips of the shoulders and even into the shoulder blades. And we just circle a few times. This is really good for your posture. This helps to open up your posture, release any tension, especially if you are sitting down a lot, if you're working at your desk or something. And now we'll change direction and we'll go in the opposite direction. So now we're circling elbows forward. And you can feel that wonderful release into the shoulders, into the back. And your whole posture just kind of releases and relaxes. And now bring your elbows out and now bring them towards each other. So you're in the back of you, your shoulder blades are moving apart. When you bring your elbows, separate your elbows, bring them out, the shoulder blades in the back are moving together. Bring them. Elbows forward and apart. And last time, forward again and apart. Now bring your elbows again so that you're parallel to the floor. And this time, reach your arms out. Flex your hands up. And that engages all the lower arm muscles. That engages the triceps muscles. And that kind of tones the arm. And now we're going to push over to the right. And you'll notice your whole spine has to move when you do that. And you breathe in and you come up. And you breathe out and you push over to the left. So that's a really wonderful stretch. Breathe in and come back to the center. And then breathe out and push over to your right. Feel that stretch in your low back as well. Breathe in to the center, out, over to the left. And then back to the center, release your arms and just shake them out a little bit. Shake your arms, shake your hands. And that brings really wonderful circulation into your upper body, into your fingers, your wrists, and even shake your hands a little bit. It's really good for the wrist joints. And you can even kind of swing your arms now a little bit. So now you're kind of doing like a little bit like a power walk. So you're your heart is engaged and your breathing is engaged. So you can do like a little bit of a power walk in your chair as well. So we're still warming up the body. So now bring your legs into it and just march on the spot just a little bit. So now we're really kind of warming it up, getting the circulation going, getting the blood moving, blood pumping to the heart. And that nourishes your brain as well. When you bring the blood circulating and it reaches up into the brain and it gives lovely nutrients and oxygen, and you're really increasing things like memory, concentration, and even your mood. And then just rest and stop and notice. And you can even put your hands on your heart to see, is it pumping a little bit more? So just notice how that feels. You can feel the heat kind of rushing through your body. So you've kind of shifted your energy. You've shifted your circulation. You've shifted your energy. And when you shift your energy, you shift your mood as well. So it's really important to move your body, and moving the big parts like the arms and the legs, the heavier parts of you. When you move them, you're really shifting energy. So moving your body is shifting your energy.